Are you one of the people who wants to get into the shape they've always wanted, but couldn't succeed? Well, slimming down into the shape you've always wanted is not as easy as it sounds like. But that doesn't mean the hard way is the only way to do that. All you need to do is to find a method that is actually based on scientific evidences so that it knows how your body works. I had to go through the hard way. I wasted hundreds of dollars trying to find the method that works. The method I'm going to tell you about isn't just another magical method that unlocks a fat-killing hormone in your body. This is an actual method and you have to stick to it for best results. I'm going to tell you about the fat diminisher system, which is a method that will help you lose your extra fat while staying healthy. Trust me, achieving the shape you've wanted with this method is easier than you've ever thought. Losing weight might sound impossible to some people, but with the right method helping you, it should be really easy. Unlike the other methods on the internet which promise you a lot of things that it can't even do, the fat diminisher system is nothing like you've ever seen because it is a scientifically backed method. It was developed by a team of experienced scientists, so you can expect something more than just a method that has been developed a random blogger on the internet. In this method, you will also learn why the traditional and other popular weight loss methods never work as expected. Along with the secrets of losing weight, it will also give you a perfect diet plan to keep you healthy while you burn your fat off. Using this method will also stabilize your blood pressure and cholesterol levels without using any expensive medications which have a lot of side effects. This method makes sure that your body gets all the required nutrients on a daily basis and help you stay healthy and productive throughout the day. This method can be used by any individual of any age, sex and race. Over 100,000 copies of this method have been sold and none of the 100,000 customers have requested for a refund, which proves us how effective the method is. If you're fed up with the magical methods that never work, you're reading about the right method for you. This method is unlike any other method you've ever seen on the internet. Not only that this method will help you lose fat, it will make you live a healthy and a more productive life. I've seen a significant difference in my weight within just 30 days of using the method, so I'd totally recommend this method to every single person who wants to lose weight while staying healthy. Give up the expensive medications and start using this method to live a happier life. Hello guys, I'm Lucy Winston and I'm a resident of Los Angeles, United States. I've been diagnosed for type 2 diabetes and I was already very obese when I was diagnosed. My doctors suggested that I should lose some weight very fast. No matter how much I've tried, my desperate attempts have been failed. I've tried many methods I've found on the internet, but nothing worked for me. I realized that it's because the massive advertising of the fake methods which are popular on the internet, the massive advertising of those methods made the real methods fall into the deep web. Unlike any other methods I've ever seen on the internet, the fat diminisher system offered me a guaranteed and a permanent solution. The food we eat today isn't safe anymore. The food we eat is polluted in every possible way and genetically modified. That's the reason why most processed foods are proven to be carcinogenic, and the government does nothing about it. To stay immune from the adverse effects of these carcinogenic and unsafe foods that we have in our daily diet, we need to use the fat diminisher system. It is a unique combination of techniques that have been scientifically proven to be working. Not only that this method will make you lose weight, it will also improve your overall health and make you immune to the common diseases. Using this method will also stabilize your cholesterol and blood pressure levels. The FDA has been approving foods that are unsafe for human consumption, so we can't really trust them anymore. Instead, we need to know what's good for us and what's bad for our health. This method comes with all the information you ever need to know about the foods we consume every day, and you just have to make minor changes to your lifestyle for having a better and a healthy life. Using the fat diminisher system, I've lost about 25 pounds in just within 3 weeks, and without extensive exercise. I've only worked out for about 30 minutes every day and the results I've got were quite surprising. I don't want others to go in the hard way to find the method that actually works, which is why I decided to publish this article. Over 150,000 copies of this method have been sold and every single person of them are totally happy with their results. I'm quite sure about it because not even a single customer of the 150,000 customers have requested for a refund. The only simple rule to lose weight while staying healthy is to stick to the fat diminisher system and follow the method. They also offer a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you think the method didn't work in the way you expected it to, you can totally have all your money back. I bet you're going to get surprised seeing the amazing results of using this method. I'd totally recommend the fat diminisher system for all the desperate people out there who wants to lose weight. If you're one of the people who tried using the methods to lose fat on the internet and ended up unsatisfied, you're in the right place. The searches on search engines for weight loss systems are rapidly increasing every year as the number of obese people across the globe is on the rise. I'm going to tell you about a scientifically backed method. Unlike any other method you've seen on the internet, this method offers you guaranteed and effective results. Read on to know more. Unfortunately, many people slip into depression for not being able to lose weight and get into the shape they've always wanted. And another rookie mistake most people make is to count the calorie intake and eventually restrict the food intake and restrict their metabolism, which is really bad for your health. If you've been doing that, you need to stop immediately. Your body needs to be nourished with all the required nutrients every day. Restricting your food intake will only destroy your metabolism eventually. The FDA isn't trustable anymore. They have been approving foods that aren't even safe for our health. So, we can't really rely on the labels that has an approval of the FDA on them. We need to have enough knowledge to know what's actually good and what's actually bad for our health. For an example, did you know that the safe vegetable oils you've been at the grocery stores aren't even made out of vegetables? Also, never underestimate the amount of sugar you take every day, because almost all the processed foods contain high amounts of artificial sweeteners, sugars which are bad for your health. The fat diminisher system is a great method for you to lose weight and have a better lifestyle, because it improves your overall health. This program will change your body's metabolism and will help you burn up fat faster than you've ever burned. It also comes with an amazing diet plan, because we often underestimate the amount of calories we get because of eating a processed food. For an example, eating a whole bowl of sugar with no added sugar gives you the same amount of sugar as eating a whole bowl of sugar with no added special K. So, to lose weight effectively, you need a method that has been scientifically proven to be working. So, I recommend you the fat diminisher system. This program is going to change the way you think about losing weight forever. This unique method, developed by a team of experienced scientists, has been proven to show significant results within just 30 days of using this method. Of course, this isn't just another magic method. You need to stick to the method and stay focused if you want best results. Unlike any other method on the internet, this method offers you permanent and guaranteed solution. About 100,000 copies of the method have been sold, and there's also a 100% money-back guarantee if you think the method didn't work for you as expected. Are you one of the people who are struggling to lose their extra weight with no luck? Well, don't worry, you're in the right place. Here, I'm going to tell you about a method which will help you lose all your extra fat within as low as 30 days. This is the easiest and the most effective method you've ever seen. Getting into the shape they've always wanted is something most people want, but it isn't as easy as it sounds like. One of the most common mistakes almost everyone who is trying to lose weight does is to count the number of calories they're taking and eventually restrict the food intake. Restricting your food intake will only ruin the stability of your metabolism. If you've been doing that, I'm sorry, but you've been misled. Because, your body has to be nourished with all the required nutrients and with the right amount of the right food at the right time. Restricting your food intake will eventually ruin your metabolism and makes you vulnerable to many diseases. For a while, the FDA has been approving foods that aren't even safe for human consumption. So, do you think you can just buy a product just because it has an FDA approval on it? To stay away from unsafe foods, you need to know what's good and what's bad for you. Also, never underestimate the amount of sugar you consume every day. The content of artificial sugars in the processed foods is very high, and these artificial sugars are also bad for your health. Although your body cannot survive without sugar, you consume way more sugar every day than you actually need. Donuts, cakes, sodas, candies, starches, and almost all the processed foods contain large amounts of artificial sugars which are bad for your health. So, if you've got some of the products which have a lot of sugar in them, you probably need to rethink about it. This method also comes with an amazing diet plan that has been designed by a team of experienced scientists, so the results will be nothing like the results of the methods you've ever seen. It took 6 years for the authors to create this method, and it takes only about an hour to create and start selling a magical weight loss method for a random blogger on the internet. So, don't get cheated by those methods which offer you instant solution. Over 100,000 people have bought this method, and none of the 100,000 people have requested for a refund, which proves how effective the method is. I'd totally recommend this method to every single person who wants to lose weight desperately. This method is totally natural and doesn't have any side effects. This method will also help you control your blood pressure and cholesterol levels without the help of expensive medications which have a lot of side effects. I'd totally recommend this method to anyone who wants to lose weight while staying healthy. Are you one of the people who are struggling to understand why they can't lose fat in certain areas of their body no matter how extensively they exercise? Well, the process of burning fat is very complicated and has a lot of factors that contribute to it. There isn't any single-worded answer to this question, but the thing is, you need a method that has been developed by an expert to lose weight effectively. It's a fact that most of us would point at our bellies if we've given a chance to magically vanish fat from certain areas of our body. Burning off belly fat can be quite hard in the conventional ways of burning fat. You need a method to actually start burning off fat from your belly effectively. Actually, the term burning fat refers to a complicated metabolic process of releasing energy from the stored fat into the bloodstream. The stored fat converts turns into usable energy and goes into the bloodstream for supplying energy to the living cells in your body, which is technically the process of burning off fat. Also, people with good muscles tend to burn off fat faster than the people who don't. It's because they can oxidize fats better than the people who don't have good muscles. You totally need a method to get rid of extra fat in your body, while staying healthy. Remember that you shouldn't restrict your food intake, because limiting the food intake can destabilize your metabolism and can result in various side effects. The fat diminisher system is a method that will change the way you think about weight loss methods forever. You might have seen hundreds of weight loss methods on the internet, but this is nothing like anything. Unlike the other methods on the internet, the fat diminisher system offers you guaranteed and permanent solutions. Once you start using the method, you'll never have to look back at your life and wonder about the result of all the extensive exercise you've done. The rule is to not give up and stick to the method. Just stay motivated for a while and you'll automatically be motivated once you start seeing your weight going down. Over 100,000 people have bought this method and are totally happy with their significant results. It's surprising that not even a single customer of the 100,000 customers has requested for a refund, which proves us how effective the method is. This method can be used by any individual regardless of their age, sex and race. This is the best way to get rid of your extra fat while staying healthy. Remember that this method is totally natural and doesn't have any side effects. All the ingredients you need to follow this method can be found at your nearest grocery store. I'd totally recommend this weight loss system to every single person who wants to lose weight desperately while staying healthy. I hope you're going to make the wise decision.
There are millions of people who are struggling to lose their extra fat. If you're one of them, you're in the right place. Getting into the shape they've always wanted is something everybody wants now, but doing it is really hard in the conventional ways of losing weight. The problem of obesity is increasing across the globe. Burning fat isn't as easy as it sounds like, so you need a method to help you lose weight in an effective way. Also, there are certain areas in which it is very hard to get rid of fat, which is why you need a method that has been designed by an expert to lose weight effectively. One of the most common mistakes every person who wants to lose weight makes is to count the number of calories in the food he's going to eat. If you've been doing that, I'm sorry, but you've been misled. Your body has to be nourished with all the required nutrients every day, and restricting your food intake can have many adverse effects on your metabolism and your overall health. The FDA isn't really trustable anymore. They've been approving foods that aren't really good for our health. So, we can't really buy a product just because it has a label of approval of the FDA. Instead, we need to be aware of what products are good for our health and what's bad for our health. For an example, the content of artificial sugars in almost all the processed foods is very high, which can harm your body in a lot of ways, but those products have been approved by the FDA. Also, you should never underestimate the amount of sugar you consume in your daily diet. You consume way more sugar than you think you actually do, because there's no avoiding sugar. Sugar is present in most of the things you eat every day. Donuts, cakes, candies, starches and almost all the processed foods contain a lot of sugar in them. And the worst part is that the processed foods contain artificial sugars in them which are even dangerous for your body. When I say sugar, I include all the foods that contain sugar, not just table sugar. So, no matter how hard you try, you still get more sugar than you actually need, and to stay immune from the adverse effects of the consumption of excessive sugar, you need the fat diminisher system. Over 100,000 copies of the Fat Diminisher system have been sold, and every single person of the 100,000 customers are totally happy with their significant results. And remember that the Fat Diminisher system is totally natural and doesn't have any side effects. All the things you need to follow this method can be found at your nearest grocery store. This weight loss system reviews tells us how effective this method is. I'd totally recommend this method to every single person who desperately want to lose weight while staying healthy. I hope you're going to make the wise decision. Are you one of the people who wonder why it is hard to lose weight no matter how desperately they try to lose weight? There are a lot of factors that contribute to the process of losing weight, and to lose weight effectively, you need a plan that has been designed by an expert. If you're unsatisfied with the conventional methods of losing weight, then you're in the right place. Remember that quitting eating will only worsen your health condition. Your body needs to be nourished with all the required nutrients every day. There are many methods on the internet that claim a lot of things. They claim many impossible things. I've seen many methods that promise that they will make you lose 30 pounds of weight within just 30 days by unlocking a magical hormone in your body which will make you burn off fat faster. The only true way to lose your fat faster is to trick your metabolism into burning off more fat, which is possible with the method I'm going to tell you about. The process of burning fat starts with a metabolic process of releasing energy from the stored fat into the bloodstream and cells using those molecules, which is technically burning off fat. A well-trained muscle is good at oxidizing fats. That's the reason why people with good muscle tend to lose fat faster. The authors claim that it took 5 years of research to create the method I'm going to tell you about, while it takes only a couple hours for a random blogger on the internet to create a weight loss method. Now it's turn to decide which method is right for you. I'm going to tell you about the Fat Diminisher system, which will change the way you think about losing weight forever. There are thousands of weight loss methods on the internet, but this one is unlike any other method you've ever seen. Unlike any other method on the internet, this is based upon scientific evidences and researches, so the results of using this method will be better than using the conventional methods of losing weight. The Fat Diminisher system offers you guaranteed and permanent solution. After using the Fat Diminisher system, you'll never have to look back at your life and wonder about the result of all that extensive exercise, because this method got you covered. Over 100,000 copies of the method have been sold, and not even a single customer has requested for a refund, which proves us how effective the method is. The method can be used by any individual regardless of their age, sex and race. Remember that the Fat Diminisher system is totally natural and doesn't have any side effects. All the ingredients you need to follow the Fat Diminisher system can be found at your nearest grocery store for cheap. Once you start using this method, you'll never have to worry about your extra fat anymore. I hope you're going to make the wise decision. It's a fact that most people wonder if there's an actual way to lose their extra weight. Unfortunately, most people fall for the fake and magical methods that promise you something like weigh 30 pounds lighter in 30 days. There are thousands of methods over the internet to lose your weight, but only a very few of them actually work, because most of the methods on the internet aren't scientifically backed and are just developed by random bloggers on the internet. Most people who try to lose weight actually restrict their food intake thinking that it will make their body burn off the stored fat, which is totally untrue. That's not how your body works. Of course, the methods on the internet claim a lot of things. I've seen methods claiming that it can help me become slimmer by releasing a magical hormone in my body, which was totally fake. I was so fed up with the methods that were just made up in a few minutes by collection random facts over the internet, then one of my friends told me to use the Fat Diminisher system. I started reading about this weight loss system and finally bought it. I was surprised with the results were outstanding. It took me just 30 days to lose 20 pounds of fat. All I did was exercise every day and stick to the method. The FDA was supposed to approve the foods that are actually safe for human consumption, but they've started approving things that aren't even safe for us. It's time for the people to be aware of what products are good and what products are bad for their health. So, to lose weight effectively, you need a method that has been developed by an expert, so I'd totally recommend the Fat Diminisher system to every single person who wants to lose weight while staying healthy. The processed foods we eat today contain a lot of artificial sugars that aren't even safe for our bodies. Let me tell you a secret I've found in the fat diminisher system. Losing weight isn't just about exercising and controlling your calorie intake, it's about making your lifestyle better and yourself healthy. Poor sleep can actually make a person hungry and makes metabolically similar to a type 2 diabetic patient, so if you've got odd sleeping hours, you might want to change that immediately. Over 100,000 copies of the Fat Diminisher system have been sold, and the authors claim that none of the 100,000 customers have requested for a refund, which proves us how effective the method is. This is the ultimate method for you to lose weight while staying healthy. Remember that this method is totally natural and doesn't have any side effects. If you're not going to get this ebook now, you're going to regret it later. I hope you're going to make the wise decision. I'd totally recommend this book to everyone who wants to lose weight while staying healthy.